Hello, dear professors and students in USC and high school teachers from Philippines. I'm Emily Fang-Ju with Department of Chemistry in Yuan Christian University. I'm going to introduce you the Department of Chemistry, a department that has a 67-year-long history since 1955. Our department has a great numbers of features, qualities, and phases to provide students with the best atmosphere and environments for establishing the important fundamentals and for the right kind of professions for industry or innovative research. So please join me in the following video to explore our department and to see how our department serves the above mentioned purpose.
In today's video, the opening remarks by our chair of department and a distinguished professor. A little introduction to chemistry, to why it is important, and then several features to our department. The first one is our faculty members to show who they are and what their research focuses are. Besides, according to the recent statistics, we have 3 professors in the top 2 of the most influential scientists in the world. This is very inspiring news to us, and we are so proud of them. It is also an important evidence showing our chemistry department is very competitive. I will go on with the study environment, classroom and laboratories, important precision instruments, to which we prepare some video clips to show you around. Also, one of my master students prepared demonstration to show you how it is like for research work in a lab. Our department also holds special events for international students only, trying to make them and you possibly in the near future feel comfortable starting here. I'm glad that one of the former students gave us his feedback on his study here. So please join me to explore our department. The welcome remarks by our department chair, Professor Gary Chung. And we also invite Professor Raymond Ye, is a pioneer who opened up the connection between UST and CYCU to give you welcome remarks.
Good day. My name is Gary Jingzhuang, and I am the current chairman of the Department of Chemistry here at CYCU. I would like to give a warm welcome to all of you. As you might know, chemistry is one of the central sciences, and it is a very essential part of modern industry. Thus, studying chemistry not only lets you understand everything that surrounds you, but also gives you the ability to play a very important role in the academic research and developing new industrial technology. Department of Chemistry is one of the founding departments of CYCU, and we have a long and excellent record of cultivating talents in our field of science. From a well-established setup of courses to all-round supports of high-end instruments, a large number of our graduates and undergraduates, after their graduation, they have become brilliant leaders in academic and in industry, here in Taiwan and abroad. So, just like I said in the beginning, I would like to welcome you to join us as undergrads, master or PhD students, and also exchange students. We study hard, work hard, and play hard here. Many of our foreign students after graduation have returned to their native country and started their career with great success. And many of them have stayed in Taiwan and started their new life as in Taiwanese. So I assure you would have a wonderful and rewarding time here in the Department of Chemistry of CYCU. I'll be waiting for you. See you in the future. Goodbye.
Hello, my dear UST friends.
students in the UST and high school teacher. I'm Jumin Ye. Professor Santiago and I have had a lot of cooperation since 2006. And we also have solid outcome, several papers published in SCI, along with the macro project between us, CYCU, and the USD. I welcome you to join the Department of Chemistry for doing a master or PhD program. Thank you, and I am looking forward to seeing you in CYCU.
When you look around, everywhere you look, there are chemicals. However, chemistry is not just confined to a laboratory. It has come to be extremely important in our lives. Of course, we are all doing some chemistry when we cook, which is very important to all of us. But chemistry dominates our lives even if we do not notice it. Everything we interact with is the product of a chemical process, which might be natural or synthetic. Consider leaping out of bed at the start of the day. Perhaps you go into the bathroom. There are likely to be ceramic tiles products of chemistry. The water in the tap has been through a number of chemical processes to make sure it is safe to drink. Put on some clothes which, if they do not contain synthetic fibers, will have used chemistry to ensure the dye does not wash off immediately or leave on your skin. Then head to the kitchen for breakfast, perhaps just some toast. Chemistry and biochemistry make your bread. Then you spread butter on your toast. Some interesting chemistry goes into those to stabilize the fat and make them spreadable from the fridge. If you drink instant coffee, you have some more chemistry to extract it from the beans and produce the coffee. If you use ground coffee, then you have to do the extraction yourself. You put a hot water to extract the coffee. More chemistry. To sum up, this is the science, that is how to deal with, control, change, and make new chemicals is chemistry. With a strong professional training, I believe chemistry is to predict the unpredictable to progressively make the world better. In our department, we offer an undergraduate program which covers the fundamental aspects of chemistry through theoretical learning and the laboratory experiments. And we also have two different subdivisions, chemistry and materials chemistry. Also, we have master degree and doctor degrees to help students accomplish their study here. So let's find out what features of the chemistry department in the following video. So I would like to introduce you our faculty members according to the different fields and specialty. The first one is the materials chemistry group. Professor Raymond Ye. His research focus is on nanocomposite and polymer chemistry. Professor Hongwen Wang. His research focus is on chemical solution and processing for energy materials. And Professor Zhongyan Cai. Her expertise is in organic hybrid materials, inorganic layer materials, green power energy materials, and smart film new materials. In the organic chemistry group, Professor Youfu Cai, his research focus is on study on the synthesis of glycolipid, drug discovery, intelligent low molecular weight gelators. Professor Gary Jin Zhang, his research focus is on photoredox catalysis. Professor Mei Ye, her research focus is on the development of smart materials. In the inorganic chemistry group, Professor Zhi Chen, his research focus is on coordination of polymer. Professor Yuan, his research focus is on organometallic chemistry and solar energy generations. In the analytical chemistry group, me, Professor Emily Fang-Ju, her research focus is on electrochemical and optical biosensor development, as well as nucleic acid engineering. While Professor Lee, his research interest is on the biosensor development. In the physical chemistry group, Professor Shichen Li, his research interests are spectroscopy, diagnostic, and techniques. Professor Jifeng Jian, his research focus is toward the applications and the synthesis of nanoporous materials. Professor Xintong Chen, his research interests include computational studies on surface catalytic reaction. Professor Xu Weijia, his research focus is on 1-2-dimensional pulse sequences of MMR spectroscopy.
The study environment. The second feature to our department is that the former students make a donation to the classroom and the lecture hall renovation project, as indicated by the photos. And the donation were in honor of our first chair, Professor Shi Fenling, Doctor, our first chair, who was dedicating most of her teaching life to our department, which also earned her a nickname of Department Mother. In addition, she inspired a lot of students who outperformed in many lines of work as professions. She also recruited 2 of her students from the US back to the department, Professor Jiang and Professor Chen, to pass along her enthusiasm for higher education. And one of the features in the renovated lecture hall is that whoever made donation, lay their names carved on the back of a chair, which feels like an image of we are all like dwarfs sitting on the shoulders of giants. While we acknowledge the work from the former student, we virtually get a lift up when sitting here studying. So I really like the idea of the name carved on the back.
生理学讲堂和我们的象区理学212，那这边是我们主要系上必修课会学习的地方。2间教室也都是我们2020年全新翻修的，那很多讲座跟活动我们会办在这2间教室哦。
Outside the classroom, we have a chemistry library exclusive for our department students as the third feature to our department. There has been 45,000 entry since 2018. Students can borrow a variety of books out of the library, and there are PCs and space for personal study. So let's take a look at a video to show you how the library looks like.
系图书馆，其实在中原校内有自己系上专属图书馆是非常稀少的，所以欢迎学妹来我们系上的时候来多多使用我们的图书馆。那这边看到是我们门口跟我们的反应器，是有化学系的学生持学生证做反应就可以做进出喽。请我们进去看一看吧。
While a chemistry student learns chemistry in their classroom, it's also important that they they do chemistry in a lab. To do so, students can explore more by hands-on experiments in a laboratory with first, our full-time lecturers supervising, second, individual work rather than in a group. Third, an independent studies in a professor's research lab starting at a student's third year. Besides, we have different chemistry labs for different fields, such as general chemistry, organic chemistry, instrumental analysis chemistry, polymer analytical chemistry, as well as physical chemistry. With the exclusive labs, we make sure our students can receive complete lab training.
介绍的是为我们的有机实验室。有机实验室的格局跟楼下的普化实验室的格局是一样的哦。普化实验室为大一所使用，有机实验室为大二所使用。那现在看到是我们的抽风橱，抽风橱是我们平常上课学生所使用的操作台。那近年的课程规划来说，都希望是一位学生做一个抽风橱的使用。那现在看到是我们的烘箱。烘箱里有每位学生不同班级、不同座号的仪器篮，那我们一位学生就是使用一个仪器篮，不跟任何班级、任何学生共同使用哦。好，来，现在看到是我们的称药区，这3台是平常学生所使用的磅秤。以有机实验来说，重量是需要非常精准的。那大家仔细看一下我们的磅秤，我们的磅秤都是最新的，那也可以记录到小数点后3位。所以在实验中就要仔细精准的记录哦。来，现在看到是我们的减压浓缩机。减压浓缩机为有机实验较特别的仪器，因为有机实验最后都会是液体的产物，但其中包含许多不必要的溶剂。我们需要透过减压浓缩机和帮浦，降低其中的压力，以及降低它其中的沸点，将不必要的溶剂抽离。在原底烧瓶内留下我们特定的产物，这样才有办法得到我们的固体产物哦。
We have many precision instruments to facilitate professors and students' research in our own department, such as MMR 400 and a second MMR 400, which is recently bought in last year, and XRD, X-ray, ACEM, elementary analysis, TOF mass, and GC mass.
这台是系上的单晶照摄影，跟我们从样品中挑选出比较好的单晶之后，会将它放在容器管中，放单晶照摄影。单晶照摄影就是透过高能电子束去撞击金属靶，然后产生特定的辐射波长。接着透过特定的辐射波长，它会去照射我们晶体。晶体中的原子受到辐射波长撞击之后，就会放射出能量。那这边你就接收到晶体中原子释放出的电子讯号后，我们就可以知道晶体中的分子它在空间中的具体位置。那仪器透过从不同角度去收集晶体的照射讯号，我们就可以进一步推测出整个晶体中分子的排列。那现在就是要将晶体调整到适当的位置，确定晶体从透过转动之后会偏离中心轴，然后 可以收集到各个面向的讯号。那将晶体放置好在展台上之后，我们会制定实验的策略，就是我们需要透过媒体度去照亮下去拍晶体的高射点。那拍出来的样子就会像这样，就是我们侦测器收到的电子讯号，就是从各个角度，然后它就是一张一张的慢慢拍。那透过这些高射点，我们就可以去找出这个晶体的 unit cell。透过这些高射数据，我们就可以大致上知道晶体的单位讯号。那接着再延长对它收集的时间，收集360度各个面向的 data， 我们就可以推测出晶体的绝对结构。
好，各位同学好。我们现在来介绍中原大学的一个贵重仪器，叫做核磁共振。本系有2台叫做400 MHz 的核磁共振仪，一台位于这个地方，它是核磁共振，它就是讲到原子核跟我们的磁场的这个之间的这个交互作用。那这个的磁铁是一个超导的磁铁，有这个9.4 Tesla， 就相当于地球磁场的差不多18万倍，确实是非常非常强的磁场。所以我们有一些心率调节器啦、机械手表啦、铁塔啦、人工关节啦，这个就会影响你们，所以说各位要小心。好，那我们有另外一台核磁共振仪，这个是在2021年4月份的时候才安装完成的。现在我就来带你们来参观一下500 mHz 的共振仪的实验室的参观。各位可以看得到，核磁共振仪主要有4个组成，4个大部分。第一个是磁铁的部分，这是超导磁铁的部分；第一个是极的部分，这个是极的部分。那我们可以看到，我们拍摄的焦点，我们可以看到它叫做 Advanced Neo。第3个呢是我们的电脑系统，我们这边的电脑系统现在是用 Windows base。那另外一个它的核心的部分就是在磁铁的最下方的一个叫做探头的部分。磁铁下方是探头的部分。那我们只要借由这个软体界面的操作，我们是把样品用气动的方式，把这个样品就差不多 0.5 cc 到 0.6 cc 的样品，把它放到磁铁的正中心，再用气动的方式把它给放下去。然后呢，因此它里面的原子核，这样品里面的原子核就会跟主磁场强大的主磁场就会产生一些 interaction。那借由这个 interaction， 我们就怎么样？我们就来看看它里面它们的磁的作用是什么样子。那因此我们就可以解释它的这个分子的结构。那我们不管是有机化学、无机化学、材料化学、高分子化学、各式的化学，当我们合成出来的一个样品，我们要怎么样验证它的分子结构？核磁共振就是最具这个影响力的工具，是我们最信赖的。所以说，我们系上能够有2台这个核磁共振，这个是实属难得。那至于详细的这个介绍的话，欢迎各位来中原大学，然后找贾老师。那贾老师已经非常有经验，我研究这个核磁共振已经37年了，所以说我就可以跟大家做一些细部的分享，告诉大家怎么样解我们的这个分子结构。
So now, you may wonder how does a lab research work look like? Here is one of my master students in her second year, Ming-Ju Huang, a master student who also obtained her bachelor degree in our department, and she also received the Best TA Award twice for my instrumental analysis course. So she is going to show us part of her thesis. Before the demonstration, I take a work recently published in Biosensor and Bioelectronics as an example to show how an electrochemical sensor is established, where all the reactions happens on a screen printed electrode.
那我们现在要先来活化电极，外圈的这个黑色的部分是辅助电极，那中间的那个圆圈黑色的部分是工作电极，那外面这个有一个小点银色的部分是参考电极。那我们现在就是对参考电极去做活化。那参考电极现在是金属银，那我们等一下会加入双氧水，先让它氧化，然后变成银离子。那变成银离子之后呢，我们会再加入 KCl， 然后可以让它变成我们的参考电极，就是 HCl 氯化银。那现在测好之后就存档。存档之后，你就可以叠图检查一下，是不是6片都有一样的活化。那这个是等一下要清洗电极的烧杯，然后里面装的是10 mmol 的 PB buffer， 用八字法绕洗的方式去清洗掉上面电极没有被反映上去的 DNA。所以会拿去氮气吹干。那这时候上面的液体就可以吹下来了。刚刚已经吹好氮气了嘛，所以就可以拿一张试镜纸，把上面这些多余的液体擦掉，只要不要碰到上面的电极就可以了。等一下要加这个下一个反应的，所以要先把这些电极移到下面的这个盖子当中。就是在25°C 的烘箱反应1个小时，一样把它包起来保湿，不要让上面的工作电极，然后刚刚滴加的这个液体干掉。把它放到烘箱当中。其他比较繁复的步骤就先跳过，跳到最后电极实验的尾声，我们就会把这些就是已经做好的电极片，把它放到这个机台上面固定，然后就可以去测定它的电流值，然后去看是不是跟预期的趋势是相同的。然后 再根据我们实验的需求不同，然后去将不一样的特性的电化学活性分子滴加在我们的电极片当中。那滴的方式呢，一样就是要覆盖3电极。那我现在开始测量。然后这个部分可以按叠图，确定一下趋势。
Besides the research work in lab, we also hold a pizza party every semester open to international students. And this is the photos on the pizza party and also this one. At this gathering, of course, students have something nice to eat and chat to people from different countries. The mentor, Professor Jude Chen, is currently the mentor for international students. Will help you with how to settle in the department. Most importantly, you can ask any questions you may have about starting here to the chair, to the mentor, or even fellow students to exchange some ideas. I always know that it's good to know more people, especially people in your field, because that is how you expand your professional network. So don't be nervous. You can just talk to people at this gathering, or even you can talk to people in the hallway in the building. You may be able to make friends with each other or may get useful advice from their own experiences. With these tips and sharing, we managed to onboard international students in our department more quickly and smoothly. After graduation, most of the international students will return their home countries directly, but some may think otherwise. They might want to explore more about life in Taiwan, or there may be other possibilities ahead. In light of this, we figured that some of the international students may want to seek a local job as an alternative, so they can spend more time here. So we hold a special event to offer some useful career advice. In this picture, Professor Yang, who is a retired professor but very dedicated to our department because he lives around nearby. So if you come to our department, you may get to see him every day. He gave a talk about some useful tips on why and how to find a job in Taiwan. At the same time, our department also invited a CEO of a local company. He gave a brief introduction to his company along with what kind of professions on the job opening. Sometimes it is more important to find a best fit for the position, regardless of the nationality. An experience overseas employment usually is a plus to your resume. On average, college and graduate salaries in Taiwan, whose major is chemistry. Statistics shows that the average salaries are above the average among the different lines of work. In addition, our university was selected as the most wanted employees for most of the companies in Taiwan. In our department, there are some former students who even started their own business, and they prefer our students over others, not only because of the bonding we have, but also because of the professional trainings our department provided. Last but not the least, I would like to present you a study experience sharing by Steven, who also comes from Philippines and obtained his PhD in our department with a lot of paper published. Soon after his graduation, he got a very nice job here in Taiwan, and he is a senior engineer now in Greenpoint, Taichung City. I'm glad to know him when he did his postdoc in our department, a PhD with a good training and with a very nice and kind personality. I thank him for his time to record this video, and let's hear what he says together.
Hi, my name is Steven, and I'm from the Philippines. I took my PhD in chemistry at Chung Christian University. I graduated last 2017. In my 4-year stay at the Department of Chemistry, I can say I learned a lot, and the professors are very accommodating and approachable. The quality of education is superb, and up to now, I can look back and realize what I have learned are still very useful. Aside from classroom lessons, what I really appreciate the most is my experience in the laboratory and how it helped hone my skills in research. The people at the Department of Chemistry are very supportive, especially to the international students, and they will try their best to help you with your needs. As someone from the field of analytical chemistry, I can say that the Department of Chemistry has a lot of analytical instruments, and I was fortunate to be able to have undergone training for the use of these instruments, such as HPLC, GCMS, NMR, XRD, PGA, the DSE, SEM, and so on. With this, the Department of Chemistry could offer a wide range of research areas, not just in analytical chemistry. That is why my professors are very capable to publish papers at highly reputable journals in the respective fields due to the availability of resources that the department could offer. As a former international student, I will forever be grateful to the Department of Chemistry. I actually take the time out of my busy schedule to go back and visit during Alumni Day every year. It is so nice to see newer and updated facilities like classrooms and lecture halls, which would make it more conducive for learning. CYCU Department of Chemistry is highly recommended for students who want to get the best education and research experience.
I believe that the features in our department can attract you join chemistry to make a difference to change something that you can fill in the blank by yourself. And this is the niche that you can find in the field of chemistry. We wish to see you in the near future in the Department of Chemistry in such a beautiful campus of Yuan Christian University. Thank you for your listening.